Knipper, and I'm running for Secretary of State. And if that sounds familiar to you, it's because I've run for Secretary of State before. In 2015, I was the person who sat with Allison Grimes on KET, and I said, you have 18 counties with more registered voters than you do people in your counties, and that's a problem. By the end of that race, it was 48 counties. Going into 2019, we're up to 60 counties. And why is that important? Because the number one issue that you want to look for in any state where there's election problems, it's their high voter rolls. How many of you are familiar with the system called ERIC? It's a national. Good. A lot more people. If you're not, go ahead and Google. Find out what ERIC is. ERIC is essentially a system that's supposed to help clean up voter rolls. 17 out of 31 counties that have entered into ERIC have all had voter rolls over 100%. Do you want to know what your voter rolls are? We just heard that there was a cleanup. I'm a Reagan Republican, and the Reagan Republicans tell you trust but verify. You heard we cleaned up 307,000 people. Bullitt County, you have 100% registered voters. Congratulations. Everybody who can vote in Bullitt County should. That's embarrassing. That's after the cleanup. If you want this sheet, it's back on my table. This will tell you everything you need to know. This will give you comparisons of Allison Grimes compared to where we are now. We're no better. We're actually worse. I've been talking to Judicial Watch for the past week and a half to tell them you need to refocus back on Kentucky. You need to get back in here and find out what's going on because there's a lot of disinformation. We are in an information war. One of the things that you have to realize is in this election, there's a lot of different theories that are going out there. Forget all of that. Forget anything about fraud. Nobody's even talking about that. The simple fact is, we don't control our own elections. A third-party vendor does. And you know who those third-party vendors are? They're the voting machine companies. I find it quite ironic that our Secretary of State can't even say electronic voting machines anymore. And you know why he can't? Because that's a very unpopular phrase right now. So just like every other woke person out there, he has to change the name to make it sound good. The facts are facts. These are not my figures. These are the Board of Elections figures. I want to bring truth, transparency, and I want to bring back accountability to this office. I think if you don't want these voting machines, you should get them out. You don't have that choice now because of a bill he passed. You have to learn how important this office is. No offense against any other candidate here, but this is like the Lord of the Rings office. If you hold the key to this office, you hold the key to all elections. It's that important. I don't know how much longer anybody can tell everybody we've got to do something. You want proof? This is proof. Please pick one up at the back of my table. I again thank you for your time here, Kurt. I'm sorry I couldn't go longer. I will try next time, but please do your homework. Watch everything that you can about upcoming issues because I'm telling you, it's a snowball effect. It's going to keep going and getting bigger and bigger. Investigate your elections. They're the key to your republic. So thank you all very much.